In a groundbreaking study, researchers have made significant strides in uncovering the genetic underpinnings of vocal communication by inserting a human-specific language gene into mice. This remarkable experiment not only sheds light on the evolution of speech but also opens up new avenues for understanding how language may have developed in early humans. The team led by Robert B. Darnell at Rockefeller University observed that mice carrying the human variant of the NOVA1 gene displayed distinct vocalization patterns compared to their wild-type counterparts. These genetically modified mice produced higher-pitched squeaks and a different array of sounds when calling for their mothers. Darnell noted all baby mice make ultrasonic squeaks to their moms, and language researchers categorized the varying squeaks as 4 letters, S, D, U, and M. We found that when we transliterated the squeaks made by mice with the human-specific variant, they were different from those of the wild-type mice. Some of the letters had changed. As these mice matured, their vocal communications became even more complex, particularly when attracting mates. The male mice showcased a broader range of high-frequency calls, suggesting that the introduction of the human gene variant could influence social interactions and potentially drive evolutionary changes. They talked differently to the female mice. One can imagine how such changes in vocalization could have a profound impact on evolution, Darnell explained. At the core of this research is the NOVA1 gene, which is known to be involved in the regulation of RNA binding and is critical for various neural functions. In humans, a slight variant of this gene, characterized by a single amino acid change, seems to enhance vocalization capabilities. Yoko Taijima, the first author of the study, emphasized the unexpected findings. "We did not expect that. It was one of those really surprising moments in science." Interestingly, the study reveals that Neanderthals and Denisovans, our closest extinct relatives, did not possess the same variant of the NOVA1 gene. This raises intriguing questions about the linguistic capabilities of these hominins and whether the absence of this genetic variation contributed to their eventual decline. Darnell posits that the emergence of the I197V variant in an ancestral population of modern humans may have given them a significant advantage in communication, facilitating their survival and spread across the globe. This research, published in the journal Nature Communications, not only enhances our understanding of the biological basis of language but also invites further investigation into how genetics may shape social behavior and evolution. As scientists continue to unravel the complexities of language and communication, future studies may provide deeper insights into the cognitive and evolutionary processes that have defined human speech and interaction throughout history. In an era where advancements in genetics and neuroscience are reshaping our understanding of the human experience, this study stands as a testament to the profound connections between our biology and our ability to communicate, suggesting that the roots of language may be even more intricate than previously thought. As we look ahead, the implications of this work may pave the way for innovative research in linguistics, cognitive science, and beyond. As the 5th anniversary of the COVID-19 pandemic approaches, reflections on its profound impact on society, health, and public trust are more relevant than ever. The global crisis reshaped everyday life, igniting a whirlwind of change that has affected everything from healthcare practices to public perceptions of science. 2 recent articles from distinguished sources provide insights into how the pandemic has altered Canadians and Americans alike, revealing lessons learned and highlighting ongoing challenges. A recent report from CBC News underscores how the pandemic has forced Canadians to confront significant changes in their health behaviors and societal structures. With mental health issues on the rise, many Canadians have turned to community support systems to cope with the aftermath of isolation and uncertainty. The data suggests that the pandemic served as a catalyst for a broader reassessment of health priorities, prompting individuals to adopt healthier lifestyles and engage more actively in health-promoting behaviors. COVID-19 made us realize that our health is interconnected, one expert noted, emphasizing the need for a more communal approach to healthcare. Concurrently, an analysis from the New York Times delves into the scientific response to COVID-19, scrutinizing what worked and what failed in the public health measures employed during the crisis. Researchers and health officials have learned critical lessons about the nature of infectious diseases and the importance of clear communication. For instance, early misconceptions about virus transmission led to misguided hygiene practices that ultimately did little to curb the spread of COVID-19. The whole hygiene theater was terribly unfortunate, remarked Michael Osterholm, an infectious disease expert, reflecting on the misguided focus on surfaces rather than airborne transmission. Vaccination emerged as one of the most impactful tools in combating COVID-19, yet it also illustrated the pitfalls of overpromising results. Initially celebrated for their efficacy, mRNA vaccines faced scrutiny as breakthrough infections became more common with the emergence of variants. Public health officials were criticized for their inconsistent messaging, which contributed to a growing mistrust in vaccines. Making claims early on that this was going to prevent all infections was, I think, a little bit of an overpromise, stated Saskia Popescu, an infection prevention expert, highlighting the long-term consequences of public skepticism towards vaccines. Amidst these reflections, the Mutter Museum in Philadelphia has launched an exhibition titled Trusted Messengers: Community Confidence in COVID-19, aimed at celebrating those who have worked tirelessly to inform and support the public during the pandemic. The exhibit features photographs and stories of healthcare workers and community leaders who played pivotal roles in disseminating accurate information and fostering public trust. In times of crisis, we turn to those who we trust: our doctors, community leaders, faith leaders, family and friends, emphasized Kate Quinn, the museum's executive director. This sentiment mirrors the broader call for transparency and community engagement in addressing future public health challenges. As we look forward, experts warn that the lessons learned from COVID-19 must inform our responses to future pandemics. The emergence of threats such as bird flu raises critical questions about preparedness and the need for a more nuanced understanding of public health measures. Whatever people did in 2020 before folks were vaccinated saved millions of lives, concluded Bill Hainage, an epidemiologist, underscoring the importance of proactive measures in safeguarding public health. The ongoing dialogue around COVID-19 serves not only as a historical reflection but also as a clarion call for vigilance and community cohesion. As health professionals and institutions continue to navigate the complexities of public health, the collective experience of the pandemic reminds us that resilience, trust, and informed engagement will be essential in facing whatever challenges lie ahead. In a groundbreaking advancement in cancer research, scientists have revealed a promising method to harness the power of bacteria in the fight against malignancies. A team from the Shenzhen Institutes of Advanced Technology in China has engineered a strain of bacteria that acts as a targeted bacterial assassin capable of selectively destroying tumors while evading the human immune system. This innovative approach could pave the way for more effective immunotherapies. Published in the peer-reviewed journal Cell, the study outlines how the engineered bacteria, specifically a strain of Salmonella typhimurium referred to as designer bacterium 1db1, significantly reduced tumor volumes in mice with colorectal melanoma and bladder cancers by an impressive 80%, achieving a 100% survival rate among the subjects. This bacterium not only combats existing tumors but also has the potential to vaccinate survivors against future tumor occurrences. Lead author Lu Chinli emphasized the unique capabilities of bacteria in cancer treatment. Unlike traditional medicines, bacteria are alive. They can survive within tumors, suggesting they can evade the immune system, Lu stated. This ability to remain undetected by the body's defenses allows the engineered bacteria to inhibit tumor growth while simultaneously activating anti-tumor immune responses. The research suggests that many human tumors already possess a molecular key that could be exploited for this type of therapy, indicating a potential fast-track pathway to a universal cancer cure. The implications of this research are profound. Current cancer treatments often struggle with the dual challenge of effectively targeting tumors while minimizing damage to healthy tissue. By utilizing live bacteria, which can proliferate within the tumor environment, researchers are opening new avenues for therapies that could be both more effective and less invasive than traditional methods. This could result in a significant shift in how oncologists approach cancer treatment, particularly for patients who have exhausted other options. As the study progresses toward clinical trials, the scientific community is watching with keen interest. The potential for bacteria-based therapies to transform cancer treatment is already sparking discussions about future immunotherapeutic strategies. If successful, this approach could not only improve survival rates but also enhance patients' quality of life by reducing the severity of side effects associated with conventional treatments. Looking ahead, the research team plans to delve deeper into the mechanisms by which these engineered bacteria operate within the tumor microenvironment. Understanding these processes will be crucial for optimizing their effectiveness and safety in human applications. As this innovative field develops, the hope is that it will lead to breakthroughs that can be broadly applied across various types of cancer, ultimately changing the landscape of cancer treatment on a global scale. In a significant shift in policy, the National Institute of Standards and Technology (NIST) has issued new directives that fundamentally alter the focus of artificial intelligence (AI) research supported by the U.S. government. Under the Trump administration, the guidelines now prioritize the reduction of ideological bias in AI models while removing essential concepts such as AI safety, responsible AI, and AI fairness. This controversial decision has sparked concerns among researchers about the potential implications for AI development, particularly regarding its impact on marginalized communities. The updated Cooperative Research and Development Agreement released earlier this month signifies a departure from the previous emphasis on addressing discriminatory behaviors in AI systems. Previously, the NIST encouraged researchers to work on technical solutions aimed at identifying and mitigating biases related to gender, race, age, and socioeconomic status issues that can have profound effects on end users, particularly those from minority and disadvantaged backgrounds. The new directives, however, discard these priorities in favor of a more nationalist agenda emphasizing the need to enhance America's global AI competitiveness. A researcher affiliated with the AI Safety Institute who wished to remain anonymous for fear of reprisal expressed profound concern over this shift. The Trump administration has removed safety, fairness, misinformation, and responsibility as things it values for AI, which I think speaks for itself, they stated. This change could lead to unchecked algorithms that discriminate based on income or other demographics, resulting in a worse future for those not in positions of power. Another researcher echoed these sentiments, questioning the vague directive to promote human flourishing in the context of AI. Elon Musk, a significant figure in the AI landscape and a key advisor to the Trump administration, has criticized existing AI models from companies like OpenAI and Google for what he perceives as ideological biases. Musk's own AI venture xAI is positioned in direct competition with these tech giants, further complicating the discourse on AI governance. In recent months, Musk's Department of Government Efficiency (DOGE) has been reshaping the federal landscape, including the firing of civil servants and a notable pivot away from diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. According to Stella Biederman, executive director of Eleuther, the administration's priorities are becoming increasingly clear, and the rewritten plan seems designed to align with these goals. The implications of this directive extend beyond immediate research agendas. They also signal a broader cultural shift within the U.S. government concerning AI development. The AI Safety Institute, established under the Biden administration to address growing concerns about the risks associated with advanced AI technologies, has found its focus altered dramatically. Trump's recent executive order revoked Biden's original mandates while keeping the institute intact, reinforcing the new emphasis on reducing ideological bias without regard for safety or ethical considerations. Vice President J.D. Vance recently articulated the administration's stance during an AI Action Summit in Paris, underscoring the belief that America's competitive edge in AI will not come from a focus on regulatory oversight but rather from a commitment to innovation and advancement. This sentiment has raised alarms among AI researchers, who fear that the sidelining of critical safety and fairness discussions could have dire consequences for society at large. As the landscape of AI governance continues to evolve under the current administration, the research community is left grappling with the implications of these changes. The risk of developing AI systems that perpetuate discrimination and inequality looms large, prompting calls for researchers to remain vigilant and advocate for ethical considerations in AI development. The future of AI in the United States now hangs in the balance as the discourse shifts from addressing potential harms to fostering competitiveness, leaving many to wonder what this means for the ethical deployment of these powerful technologies. The coming months will likely reveal the true impact of these policy changes as the nation navigates the complex intersection of AI ethics and governance in an era marked by rapid technological advancement and environmental urgency. The complexities surrounding nuclear weapons development and the promise of nuclear fusion energy are coming into sharper focus. Despite over 80 years of scientific progress since the dawn of the nuclear age, the intricacies involved in creating nuclear weapons remain formidable. Meanwhile, the world is also on the brink of a potential energy revolution, with significant strides being made in nuclear fusion technology. This dual narrative highlights both the challenges and opportunities present in the field of nuclear science. The first successful test of a nuclear weapon occurred on July 16, 1945, during the Trinity test in New Mexico, setting in motion a technological evolution that would lead to the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Today, the U.S. alone possesses a staggering arsenal of over 5,000 nuclear warheads. However, as Hans Christensen, director of the Nuclear Information Project at the Federation of American Scientists, points out, the fundamental components of nuclear weapons are not the only hurdles. The production of fissile material, such as uranium and plutonium, remains a significant challenge. To produce fissile material of sufficient purity and sufficient quantity is a challenge, Christensen explained, emphasizing the considerable industrial capacity required for this process. Matthew Zerfy, a professor of nuclear engineering at Penn State, elaborates on the technicalities involved in enriching uranium, stating one way to enrich uranium is to turn it into a gas and spin it very rapidly in centrifuges. This intricate process is further complicated by safety hazards associated with handling toxic substances like uranium hexafluoride, highlighting the significant risks involved in nuclear weapon production. Moreover, the challenge intensifies when it comes to plutonium, which is not naturally occurring and must be extracted from spent nuclear fuel in a process fraught with its own dangers. The development of nuclear weapons is not merely a matter of scientific know-how, it demands a convergence of sophisticated engineering, stringent safety measures, and rigorous testing protocols. While early nuclear tests devastated the environment and surrounding populations, contemporary methods rely heavily on advanced computer simulations conducted by agencies like the National Nuclear Security Administration and NSA. This evolution underscores a shift towards ensuring the reliability of nuclear arsenals without the environmental and human costs of atmospheric testing. On the other side of the nuclear equation lies the burgeoning field of nuclear fusion, which promises to provide a cleaner and more sustainable energy source by mimicking the processes that fuel the sun. In an interview with Euractiv, Milena Rovita, chair of the newly formed European Fusion Association, stressed the need for tailored regulatory frameworks to foster the growth of the fusion industry. Rovita pointed out that while nuclear fission has been extensively regulated, fusion is still in its infancy. The more you regulate, the more costs you generate, she cautioned, advocating for a balanced approach that encourages investment without stifling innovation. As Europe aims to carve out a competitive position in the global fusion race, with the US and China currently leading the charge, significant initiatives are underway. A notable development is the Memorandum of Understanding signed on March 13, 2025 to establish a laser-based nuclear fusion power plant at the former Biblis nuclear power site in Germany by 2035. This initiative, backed by state investments and collaboration between academia and industry, seeks to position Hesse as a leader in fusion research and technology. Focused Energy, a technology spin-off from the Technical University of Darmstadt, is at the forefront of this effort, promising to utilize innovative approaches to achieve commercial fusion energy. As co-founder Markus Roth noted, Germany now has a historic opportunity to become a leader in the industrialization of fusion energy. The German government is also making strides to streamline funding processes for fusion research, aiming to pave the way for a viable fusion power plant by 2040. The juxtaposition of the challenges in nuclear weapons development and the promising advancements in fusion technology illustrates a complex landscape. As nations navigate the delicate balance between security and sustainability, the path forward will require collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to responsible governance. As Rovita aptly stated, we need to move, emphasizing the urgency of action in both the nuclear weapons domain and the quest for clean, limitless energy. The future of nuclear technology holds immense potential, but its realization will depend on our ability to address these multifaceted challenges head-on.